So throughout this project I had the opportunity to analyze the Brady campaign and the article named "The Truth About Gun Dealers in America, Stopping the Small Number of Bad Apples That Supply Virtually Every Crime Gun in the U.S." The Brady campaign originally is based on James Brady, whom died from gun violence, and their goal is to prevent gun violence and further decrease the amount of guns that are being trafficked in the U.S. each year. Their political ideology is mostly moderate, but Republican conservatives fully emphasize how gun crime severely affects many each year. The Brady campaign fully emphasizes their point of view towards gun crime through multiple cases and being aware that many are supporters of the Second Amendment, with being the right to bear arms. But in this case, the Brady campaign addresses limiting the power of bearing arms in order to keep this nation safe and decreasing the amount of deaths each year, the amount of guns being trafficked, and the excess use of guns. While many may have different beliefs depending on personal opinion or the political parties they are involved in, through the use of the Brady campaign, with their support of statistics, cases, and their opinions as well, they each strive to end gun violence or at least limit the amount of guns being given to people each year. Many should at least take recognition that this is a serious situation and it has to be controlled through the use of laws, policies, in order to limit or end gun trafficking and violence as a whole. In one of the cases I read, this was about the Shirley and Zeus Graham. It addresses that guns and domestic violence are a deadly combination, while also considering the amount of victims that die from domestic abuse each year. This is fully addressed in a sad yet infuriating tone when describing how Zeus Graham got killed by his own father, and many being infuriated because of the way others that support the Second Amendment supported and even justified the father's actions due to him being mentally disabled, wanting to protect himself, or anything that further supports why he shouldn't be convicted, as well as the gun dealer. Word choice is kind of a bias in this case, since each describe how there are different motives in being completely against the use of excessive use of guns by helping the audience shift their opinions and emotions, known as the pathos appeal, and using lots of logic to help them further understand and even support being against use of guns. The Brady campaign provides statistics to further become more reliable and help readers understand the amount of progress that has been made towards gun regulation. This is also seen when looking back to the Shirley and Zeus Graham case, where the Brady campaign really helped Elizabeth in helping the court understand the consequences that both the killer and the gun dealers should face, no matter what. The Brady campaign addresses, on behalf of Elizabeth, Brady achieved a major legal victory when the Kansas Supreme Court is recognized that gun dealers owe the highest standard of care when selling guns. Although this message is providing two sides, this mostly provides a liberal perspective because it provides statistics as well as cases that may have been supported by the Brady campaign and been successful to determine the amount of progress that has been made to further understand why gun control is really important. Overall, this message was made, the message that from the Brady campaign was made to help illustrate what gun violence has caused in the previous years through the use of past cases. And although some solutions the Brady campaign proposes may not work, they also list alternative solutions to further prevent gun violence and gun trafficking in the future.